You claimed last night my left shoelace always unravels first. I checked my sneakers by the door and see that you were right. A half-drained carton of guava juice sits chillin' on the floor. The steam iron clicks off with a quiet metallic pop. 3 green apples line up along the windowsill ridge. A silver ring rests inside a porcelain teacup. The radiator hums its low, steady song along the wall. Your oversized navy hoodie hangs crooked on the brass rack. I slide my bare feet across the smooth, warm pine boards. Everything inside this flat feels light and quietly intact. A receipt for black coffee lies flattened on the counter edge. The neighbor tunes his bass guitar behind the kitchen hedge. I count 6 small good fortunes resting in a quiet row. This hour wears a peaceful color that we used to know. Your keys leave a cold shadow on the wooden dining table. We built a soft universe out of something calm and stable. The toaster pops up 2 slices of rye with salted butter. A blue plastic bookmark sticks out from your paperback spine. The mail slot drops a postcard with a stamp from San Jose. I smooth out the cotton runner and wipe the counter clean. A stray brass button glimmers near the edge of the rug. The clock ticks once before changing its digital numbers. The radiator hums its slow, steady song along the wall. Your oversized navy hoodie hangs crooked on the brass rack. I slide my bare feet across the smooth, warm pine boards. Everything inside this flat feels light and quietly intact. A receipt for black coffee lies flattened on the counter edge. The neighbor tunes his bass guitar behind the kitchen hedge. I count 6 small good fortunes resting in a quiet row. This hour wears a peaceful color that we used to know. Your keys leave a cold shadow on the wooden dining table. We built a soft universe out of something calm and stable. You send a quick text saying you forgot your striped umbrella. I hear the city bus screech softly down on 4th Street. The air smells like cinnamon bark and freshly washed linen. I smile at the little things that keep this world complete. A receipt for black coffee lies flattened on the counter edge. The neighbor tunes his bass guitar behind the kitchen hedge. I count 6 small good fortunes resting in a quiet row. This hour wears a peaceful color that we used to know. Your keys leave a cold shadow on the wooden dining table. We built a soft universe out of something calm and stable. Your shoelace observation still makes me laugh out loud. I tie a double knot and step across the yellow rug. The tea kettle settles down without making a sound. A quiet Tuesday, holding everything we finally found. Why does the radiator make that gentle hum before the kettle even starts to sing? I leave my socks beside the potted mint and watch the dust motes do their floating thing. The neighbor's golden retriever barks twice down in the courtyard below. My phone battery is sitting on 99% with nowhere it needs to go. I wonder if the bakery down the block is pulling sourdough right out of the brick oven now. Everything feels light enough to drift without me figuring out exactly how. Yesterday felt like a heavy coat I threw onto the hallway floor. Now the cool breeze through the window screen is knocking softly on my bedroom door. My toes touch the cold hardwood, but my heart is warm inside. I am just watching ambient light wash over the kitchen counter wide. Lavender syrup drips slow into a tall glass of iced tea. The yellow linen curtain sways like it is dancing exclusively for me. I trace the spiral notebook lines where last night's worries turn to air. A sudden quiet joy settles right down in the blue velvet chair. Did the mailman change his shoes, or is he stepping softer on the gravel path today? I pour a little extra honey in the bowl and let the golden spoon just stay. There is a fresh beat playing in my head that I did not even try to compose. Steam rises off the countertop while a song I used to hate now sounds like prose. My roomie left a sticky note that says we are out of blueberry jam, and for the first time in 3 years I am entirely fine with where I am. Yesterday felt like a heavy coat I threw onto the hallway floor. Now the cool breeze through the window screen is knocking softly on my bedroom door. My toes touch the cold hardwood, but my heart is warm inside. I am just watching ambient light wash over the kitchen counter while the lavender syrup drips slow into a tall glass of iced tea. The yellow linen curtain sways like it is dancing exclusively for me. I trace the spiral notebook lines where last night's worries turn to air. A sudden quiet joy settles right down in the blue velvet chair. No alarms ticking in my head, no unread text to make me freeze. Just a slow stream of random thoughts floating past the olive trees. Maybe I will walk 6 blocks down to buy a bunch of fresh sweet pea, or maybe I will stay right here till 12 and let the morning hold me. The butter melts in uneven squares across the slice of rye. I smile at a passing cloud that looks like a paper kite in the sky. Everything is quiet and golden, perfectly still and free. Just this gentle hum and a room full of room for me. The solid oak base holds my spine completely at ease. I sit back slow and breathe in sweet vanilla tea. Remember when you thought that every chair was just a rest stop before the next fight? You worked 3 late shifts sitting straight up on the edge of the kitchen bench through the night. Now the cushion supports every inch of my back while the kettle hums low. I wish I could send a small postcard back 9 years ago. You were 19 holding panic like a secret in your coat, counting quarters for the bus ride with a dry lump in your throat. You swore that peaceful mornings were reserved for wealthy folks. Now I drink my slow roast coffee while the buttered sourdough smokes. I wanna write a letter to the girl who slept on the folding couch, to tell her every terrifying bill she feared is paid in full right now. The sunlight hits the hardwood floor without a single notice on the counterboard, and all the quiet promises you made yourself are finally being restored. I leave the terrace glass unlatched while I step out in my fleece. The early breeze smells like wet cement and freshly brewed relief. You used to jump at every knock assuming bad news came wrapped in white. Today the mailman smiles and waves while setting down a soft sunlight. My shoulders dropped 3 inches since the summer we turned 23. I wish you knew how easy 8 o'clock in May was gonna be. You were 19 holding panic like a secret in your coat, counting quarters for the bus ride with a dry lump in your throat. You swore that peaceful mornings were reserved for wealthy folks. Now I drink my slow roast coffee while the buttered sourdough smokes. I wanna write a letter to the girl who slept on the folding couch, to tell her every terrifying bill she feared is paid in full right now. The sunlight hits the hardwood floor without a single notice on the counterboard, and all the quiet promises you made yourself are finally being restored. Take a deep breath in, little shadow of my past. The storm you threw was swallow us didn't last. You built this calm room with your bare tired hands, and now I get to live inside the future you planned. I lean back in the sturdy seat and pour another cup. The morning glides so easy now, no need to rush on up. You made it through the long night, kid. Look at what we did. jacket turns and speaks a sudden truth. He asks if the matcha here is better than the spot next door. I laugh and say the steam alone is worth the extra score. He slides his headset down and orders toasted cinnamon rye. We watch the early streetcars glisten as the world rolls by. A casual warmth settles in between two people passing through. He points at my canvas tote and says he likes the color too. No heavy baggage on our minds at 7:22. Just steaming ceramic cups and sky that turned a polished blue. A stranger makes the early hours feel surprisingly light. We stepped into the same cool breeze and got the timing right. We trade 3 quiet minutes before the local train arrives. He tells me how a morning walk resets our busy lives. I leave a small tip on the oak and grab my wooden key. The day begins with open doors for him and subtle grace for me. He says he moved here just a month ago from somewhere west. He carries 3 hardbound books inside a padded utility vest. I tell him where to get the freshest berries on the block. He notes it in his phone before the tower strikes the clock. The barista sliding plates across the counter gives a grin. It feels like every window lets the gentle daylight in. No heavy baggage on our minds at 7:22. Just steaming ceramic cups and sky that turned a polished blue. A stranger makes the early hours feel surprisingly light. We stepped into the same cool breeze and got the timing right. We trade 3 quiet minutes before the local train arrives. He tells me how a morning walk resets our busy lives. I leave a small tip on the oak and grab my wooden key. The day begins with open doors for him and subtle grace for me. It doesn't take a full lifetime to build a friendly spark. A simple question bridges all the quiet in the dark. We walk out through the glass together, heading separate ways. A little kindness sets the cadence for our coming days. We trade 3 quiet minutes before the local train arrives. He tells me how a morning walk resets our busy lives. I leave a small tip on the oak and grab my wooden key. The day begins with open doors for him and subtle grace for me. He turns the corner right at 4th with headphones in his hand. The city wakes around us like a freshly tuned brass band. I take a slow, deep breath and walk toward the avenue. Everything is moving easy under morning blue. Yesterday you said my shoulders stay too tight. A pair of white sneakers rest beside the radiator light. The digital clock flips forward with a tiny silent click. Cold water runs clear through the silver faucet, fast and quick. Dust motes drift like floating gold across a silent room. Fresh lavender stems hang drying near the kitchen broom. The apartment holds a stillness that feels lighter than before. I trace the diamond pattern left by shadows on the floor. No urgent messages to answer, no alarm to start the chase. Everything sits quietly right inside its proper space. A square of lemon light warms up the hardwood in the hall. Your denim jacket hangs against the light blue painted wall. I pour the boiling water till the glass begins to steam. Today feels like the steady part inside a quiet dream. The city makes a low hum, 3 whole stories underneath. I sip my tea in silence and I take a long, slow breath. A ceramic mug sits ready with a single drop of cream. The radio plays a low chord progression digressions like an old silk seam. A half-filled notebook open to a page of pencil notes. Outside the windowsill, a tiny yellow sparrow floats. The small brass key upon the ring catches the amber gleam. I fold my waffle towel neatly right beside the sink. The apartment holds a stillness that feels lighter than before. I trace the diamond pattern left by shadows on the floor. No urgent messages to answer, no alarm to start the chase. Everything sits quietly right inside its proper space. A square of lemon light warms up the hardwood in the hall. Your denim jacket hangs against the light blue painted wall. I pour the boiling water till the glass begins to steam. Today feels like the steady part inside a quiet dream. The city makes a low hum, 3 whole stories underneath. I sip my tea in silence and I take a long, slow breath. You were right about the way the heavy noise eventually clears. It takes a single peaceful hour to erase the weekly fears. The breeze moves through the curtain with a gentle, steady sway. I know exactly how I want to spend my hours today. A square of lemon light warms up the hardwood in the hall. Your denim jacket hangs against the light blue painted wall. I pour the boiling water till the glass begins to steam. Today feels like the steady part inside a quiet dream. The city makes a low hum, 3 whole stories underneath. I sip my tea in silence and I take a long, slow breath. 2 clean spoons lie drying on the rack beside the stove. The shadow of the fern leaf makes a pattern on the rug. Nothing needs to hurry and nothing needs to move. The morning stays completely still inside this quiet groove. I picture the hallway in 10 more years when we have it all. Smart blinds sliding up without a whisper or a sound. Fresh espresso dripping while the rain falls on the ground. No alarm screaming that we have to run for the train. Just 2 warm ceramic cups and no more financial strain. I close my eyes right now in this tiny rented space and project a quiet Sunday on your future sleeping face. The mortgage is settled and the quiet city shines. I can see the easy morning that is waiting down the line. We will pour sweet almond milk into white ceramic bowls while the automated cleaners hum and play our favorite soul. Not a single urgent text message waiting on the screen. Just 30 years of gentle luck inside a kitchen clean. I trace the line along your shoulder in the golden air, knowing every heavy shift we worked eventually got us there. The calendar syncs for a 4-week holiday. No manager calling asking why we stayed away. I smell toasted sourdough and butter melted on the plate. We used to count every nickel just to keep the record straight. Now the balcony garden holds basil in the breeze, and we breathe the future oxygen with effortless ease. I close my eyes right now in this tiny rented space place and project a quiet Sunday on your future sleeping face. The mortgage is settled and the quiet city shines. I can see the easy morning that is waiting down the line. We will pour sweet almond milk into white ceramic bowls while the automated cleaners hum and play our favorite soul. Not a single urgent text message waiting on the screen. Just 30 years of gentle luck inside a kitchen clean. I trace the line along your shoulder in the golden air, knowing every heavy shift we worked eventually got us there. Today I still ride the midnight bus with cold wet shoes. I carry 3 different jobs and a heart with nothing to lose. But imagining the quiet kitchen keeps my spirits bright. I can feel the warm marble counter under tomorrow's light. We will pour sweet almond milk into white ceramic bowls while the automated cleaners hum and play our favorite soul. Not a single urgent text message waiting on the screen. Just 30 years of gentle luck inside a kitchen clean. I trace the line along your shoulder in the golden air, knowing every heavy shift we worked eventually got us there. Oh, Sunday 7 summers from today, we will listen to the peaceful street and let the music play. Hold my hand in 2024 or 2035. Just knowing where we are going keeps the present day alive. The street sweeper slow bristles brush the damp asphalt below. You stretch your dark sweater while the city starts to glow. The copper kettle hums its little song against the heat. You pass me a cracked mug and take the window seat. No rushing for the train, no checking what the inbox says. We caught a quiet window in the middle of these busy days. You laugh about that late phone call from yesterday at 3. How every little trouble seems to lose its gravity. The steam curls up in spirals while the needle finds the groove. It feels so good to rest here when there's nothing left to prove. The morning light settles like warm honey on the kitchen floor. You turn the radio down low and lean against the doorway frame. We have 40 minutes clear before anybody calls your name. The world outside can hurry through the traffic and the noise. We keep this easy silence that we built out of our own choice. You spill a drop of oat milk on your worn out denim sleeve. We watch the bakery delivery trucks begin to weave. You talk about that creative gig you signed up for next week. Your voice has got that calm again that you were trying to seek. The soft light catches dust specks dancing slow above the rug. I hand you 2 clean napkins as you finish up the mug. You laugh about that late phone call from yesterday at 3. How every little trouble seems to lose its gravity. The steam curls up in spirals while the needle finds the groove. It feels so good to rest here when there's nothing left to prove. The morning light settles like warm honey on the kitchen floor. You turn the radio down low and lean against the doorway frame. We have 40 minutes clear before anybody calls your name. The world outside can hurry through the traffic and the noise. We keep this easy silence that we built out of our own choice. Remember when we thought we had to solve the world by noon? Now we just let the daylight fill this small apartment room. You tie your sneakers loosely while you check the weather app. The whole wide city waits for you across the open map. The morning light settles like warm honey on the kitchen floor. You turn the radio down low and lean against the doorway frame. We have 40 minutes clear before anybody calls your name. The world outside can hurry through the traffic and the noise. We keep this easy silence that we built out of our own choice. The street below is buzzing, but your steps are light and slow. You wave once from the hallway door and turn around to go. Take all the time you need today, my friend. The sky is bright and blue from end to end. Sharp eucalyptus and warm cinnamon float through the open screen. Talia stretches out across the yellow sheets she bought last spring. No loud vibrating phone on the glass nightstand beside her bed. Just early quiet floating soft inside her newly rested head. Her roommates left a handwritten note taped right beside the sink. She pours cold water in a glass and takes a slow, easy drink. 3 months of overtime paid off her student loan last night. Her shoulders drop 2 inches lower in the soft cream light. She doesn't check her inbox or her calendar at all. Just watches how the shadows stretch across the hallway wall. She steps outside in oversized soft cotton gray sweatpants. The neighbor on the 3rd floor balcony is watering his plants. A sudden wave of quiet peace settles down upon the block. She feels the warm wood underneath her bare feet while she walks. For once the city moves slow enough for her to catch her breath. There is no urgent deadline calling her to work herself to death. She opens up the fridge to find fresh strawberries and cream. Her favorite record spins around like a gentle summer dream. No traffic honking down below on 7th Avenue today. The golden light washes every heavy yesterday away. She hums a quiet bass line as she slices up the fruit. Her old blue denim jacket replaces her tight corporate suit. 3 months of overtime paid off her student loan last night. Her shoulders drop 2 inches lower in the soft cream light. She doesn't check her inbox or her calendar at all. Just watches how the shadows stretch across the hallway wall. She steps outside in oversized soft cotton gray sweatpants. The neighbor on the 3rd floor balcony is watering his plants. A sudden wave of quiet peace settles down upon the block. She feels the warm wood underneath her bare feet while she walks. For once the city moves slow enough for her to catch her breath. There is no urgent deadline calling her to work herself to death. The espresso machine whistles low and sweet upon the stove. She counts her blessings on her fingers near the kitchen alcove. No rush to catch the 9:15 train speeding down the track. She smiles because she finally got her simple freedom back. She steps outside in oversized soft cotton gray sweatpants. pants. The neighbor on the third floor balcony is watering his plants. A sudden wave of quiet peace settles down upon the block. She feels the warm wood underneath her bare feet while she walks. For once the city moves slow enough for her to catch her breath. There is no urgent deadline calling her to work herself to death. She pours her cup and leans against the balcony railing frame. The breeze is cool and gentle while it calls her by her name. Her phone stays dark inside the bedroom, sitting on the floor. She closes her eyes and doesn't ask for anything much more. Where do the blue notifications hide after you sweep them off the glass? I stretch my toes toward the air vent and watch the silver dust particles pass. My mind spins slow like a vinyl record playing at half the normal speed. There is no emergency anywhere in the world that I urgently need. The low hum from the refrigerator sounds almost like a synthesizer chord. I poured cold oat milk into a red glass bowl and felt completely restored. The holly carpet holds the imprint of yesterday's rushed apartment shoes. Now the quiet room drifts along in shades of lavender and unbothered blues. I open my notebook to a blank page and leave my pen lying right beside the margin line. Everything in my life is taking its own sweet, unhurried time. A slice of butter melts into a square of hot sourdough on my lap. The neighbor's retriever lets out a tiny yawn before finishing his morning nap. I don't need to check my calendar or verify if the weather forecast is right. This gentle stillness lands like silk and turns the apartment completely bright. My shoulders drop 6 inches lower as the radiator gives a cheerful pop. I breathe in slow and realize I never want this easy feeling to stop. Orange slices rest on a ceramic saucer like little glowing half moons. I hear distant clinking of espresso cups and small polished metal spoons. My thoughts wander off toward the beach we visited 2 summers back in June. I hum a soft bass line without a word and find myself catching the tune. No heavy email sitting in the queue to ruin this perfect empty space. The sunlight writes a calm little story across the floor at a steady pace. The holy carpet holds the imprint of yesterday's rushed apartment shoes. Now the quiet room drifts along in shades of lavender and unbothered blues. I open my notebook to a blank page and leave my pen lying right beside the margin line. Everything in my life is taking its own sweet, unhurried time. A slice of butter melts into a square of hot sourdough on my lap. The neighbor's retriever lets out a tiny yawn before finishing his morning nap. I don't need to check my calendar or verify if the weather forecast is right. This gentle stillness lands like silk and turns the apartment completely bright. My shoulders drop 6 inches lower as the radiator gives a cheerful pop. I breathe in slow and realize I never want this easy feeling to stop. I balance my phone on the edge of the pillow without looking at the screen. The world outside is rushing somewhere else, but here in between, a warm breeze pushes through the window screen and carries the smell of toast. I am floating right where I belong, loving this soft moment the most. A slice of butter melts into a square of hot sourdough on my lap. The neighbor's retriever lets out a tiny yawn before finishing his morning nap. I don't need to check my calendar or verify if the weather forecast is right. This gentle stillness lands like silk and turns the apartment completely bright. My shoulders drop 6 inches lower as the radiator gives a cheerful pop. I breathe in slow and realize I never want this easy feeling to stop. The oak floor feels cool underneath my heels as I stand up to walk. No loud alarms ringing anywhere. with infinite grace. The solid weight of this velvet chair holds me steady now. Cold herbal tea in a ceramic mug warms up my hand. Somehow I look back through 7 long years of early morning scares, when you were sleeping on a worn-out mattress beneath the wooden stairs. You counted quarters for the laundry at 3 in the afternoon, fearing every goal you chased would vanish far too soon. The breeze coming through the window is sweet and low. Every bill is settled and the quiet kitchen starts to glow. I wish I could send a postcard to the girl in apartment 4 to tell her that the panic doesn't live here anymore. You bought a heavy oak desk where your laptop fits just right. The savings account stays full without a single sleepless night. Those tired fingers kept on pressing keys until the rhythm caught. Now soft amber light settles into everything you bought. Relax your collarbones, little girl, we finally made it through. Remember how that plastic garden chair would squeak against the wood? You tried so hard to prove yourself when no one understood. You kept the thermostat at 55 to save a couple coins, rubbing icy knuckles where the stubborn winter tension joins. If I could reach across the glass and hand a warm croissant to you, I'd say the hardest work you ever did was already coming true. The breeze coming through the window is sweet and low. Every bill is settled and the quiet kitchen starts to glow. I wish I could send a postcard to the girl in apartment 4 to tell her that the panic doesn't live here anymore. You bought a heavy oak desk where your laptop fits just right. The savings account stays full without a single sleepless night. Those tired fingers kept on pressing keys until the rhythm caught. Now soft amber light settles into everything you bought. Relax your collarbones, little girl, we finally made it through. The bass line from that basement track plays soft on Bluetooth 5. The plants along the windowsill are green and keeping us alive. You thought success would feel like fireworks exploding in the dark. It's just this peaceful 9 a.m. inside a sunlit park. You bought a heavy oak desk where your laptop fits just right. The savings account stays full without a single sleepless night. Those tired fingers kept on pressing keys until the rhythm caught. Now soft amber light settles into everything you bought. Relax your collarbones, little girl, we finally made it through. The seat turned slow toward the garden view outside. No more running on empty, nowhere left to hide. Take a slow deep breath, 21, the good day has already begun. Why does the air inside this hallway smell like sweet coconut oil? My toes tap against the cool floor tile before the kettle can boil. A golden streak cuts through the blinds and catches my old gold ring. I don't even know what time it is, but I feel like I could sing. Your oversized sweatshirt hangs on the back of the kitchen chair. I trace the little cotton threads and forget every single care. The city outside is rushing past at 70 miles an hour. I'm just standing here barefoot, watching sunlight hit the shower. No heavy thoughts left sitting in the corners of my head. Just soft synth chords humming through my body instead. A warm breeze pushes open the screen door without making a sound. I sip sweet oat milk while my feet stay light on the ground. Yesterday's worries dissolve like sugar in a hot ceramic cup. I spin around 3 times before I even think about looking up. Where did the sudden quiet clarity decide to come from today? I watched 2 tiny bluebirds chase each other down the alleyway. My phone sits face down on the counter with 0 alarm set. This is the easiest feeling that my heart has managed yet. I stretch my shoulders back and let the stillness fill my lungs. The melody playing in my mind is written in native tongues. The city outside is rushing past at 70 miles an hour. I'm just standing here barefoot, watching sunlight hit the shower. No heavy thoughts left sitting in the corners of my head. Just soft synth chords humming through my body instead. A warm breeze pushes open the screen door without making a sound. I sip sweet oat milk while my feet stay light on the ground. Yesterday's worries dissolve like sugar in a hot ceramic cup. I spin around 3 times before I even think about looking up. Maybe the world isn't broken when the light hits the floor just right. I'll leave my keys on the wooden shelf and step into the bright. No schedule written on my palm, no hurry in my chest. I breathe in slow and realize that simple moments treat me blessed. A warm breeze pushes open the screen door without making a sound. I sip sweet oat milk while my feet stay light on the ground. Yesterday's worries dissolve like sugar in a hot ceramic cup. I spin around 3 times before I even think about looking up. The kettle whistles softly like it knows we have all day. I step out onto the fire escape and watch the shadows play. Nothing to prove and nowhere urgent I need to run to now. Just peace settling deep inside my chest without asking how. A small brass die catches the quiet 7 a.m. light. It sits on the glass table right where I left it last night. The number 6 faces up like a subtle little promise made. I watch the dust motes float through the soft linen shade. My chest feels lighter than it did 30 days ago. I sip warm oat milk and let the quiet playlist flow. The city outside starts to hum through the double pane glass. I used to count the minutes waiting for the pressure to pass. Now the air in my lungs feels deliberate and clean. I am finally living inside the space between. I leave my notification sounds muted on the charging shelf. I spend the whole first hour just reacquainting with myself. The coffee steams gently while the oak floorboards warm up slow. Every choice feels light and I have nowhere else to go. A silver spoon rests on the folded linen napkin square. I roll my shoulders back and breathe the cool, fresh air. My calendar is empty until 2 in the afternoon. No urgent emails calling me to jump too soon. The bass line in my headphones hits soft and smooth and deep. I trade my old anxiety for sweet unbroken sleep. The city outside starts to hum through the double pane glass. I used to count the minutes waiting for the pressure to pass. Now the air in my lungs feels deliberate and clean. I am finally living inside the space between. I leave my notification muted on the charging shelf. I spend the whole first hour just reacquainting with myself. The coffee steams gently while the oak floorboards warm up slow. Every choice feels light and I have nowhere else to go. I open the balcony window just to feel the morning chill. The train down on Fifth Avenue glides along the hill. I smile at my shadow on the dark glass kitchen stove. This is the quietest harbor I have ever known or loved. I leave my notification muted on the charging shelf. I spend the whole first hour just reacquainting with myself. The coffee steams gently while the oak floorboards warm up slow. Every choice feels light and I have nowhere else to go. The brass tie stays on 6 beside my empty ceramic cup. 8 o'clock arrives without a single clock pulling me up. I rest my chin in my hands and watch the daylight bloom. Everything good in my life fits inside this quiet room. Boat 830 glows green against the smart glass panel on the wall. Dust motes dance inside a beam of golden sunlight in the hall. No buzzing alarm to wake us for a 12-hour shift downtown. The soft silk duvet rests light without a single heavy frown. I picture 6 years forward when our hard work finally clears the road. We step out to the balcony where city breezes softly blow. We spend our 20s counting quarters for the laundry room below. We shared a single desk inside a basement where no shadows grow. Now every unpaid invoice fades into a distant memory. The coffee pot turns on before we open up our eyes to see. We wake without a frantic phone call ringing on the side table. The auto payment settles every bill while the connection stays stable. You hand me a ceramic cup with warm oat cream poured inside. We watch the silent electric trams below the terrace glide. The quiet morning proves that every sleepless midnight paid its toll. We built this peaceful shelter out of patience and a shared soul. Broad green monstera leaves overhang the wide marble edge. The smart display shows nothing urgent scheduled on the edge. No budget spreadsheets covering the oak dining kitchen space. Just fresh brioche and honey sitting neatly in their proper place. You stretch your arms and lean against the cool, clean kitchen frame. We made it through the lean years without changing who we are or our name. We spent our 20s counting quarters for the laundry room below. We shared a single desk inside a basement where no shadows grow. Now every unpaid invoice fades into a distant memory. The coffee pot turns on before we open up our eyes to see. We wake without a frantic phone call ringing on the side table. The auto payment settles every bill while the connection stays stable. You hand me a ceramic cup with warm oat cream poured inside. We watch the silent electric trams below the terrace glide. The quiet morning proves that every sleepless midnight paid its toll. We built this peaceful shelter out of patience and a shared soul. Right now my cracked phone screen shows 3 a.m. tonight. My hands are stiff from double shifts beneath the fluorescent light. But when I close my eyes to rest, that bright room comes in clear. I hold that future morning close until the shadows disappear. We wake without a frantic phone call ringing on the side table. The auto payment settles every bill while the connection stays stable. You hand me a ceramic cup with warm oat cream poured inside. We watch the silent electric trams below the terrace glide. The quiet morning proves that every sleepless midnight paid its toll. We built this peaceful shelter out of patience and a shared soul. Glows green inside my mind. As the night train passes by, I take a slow deep breath beneath the cloudy midnight sky. The future morning waits for us just around the bend. Every long hour work tonight brings us closer to the end. Who decides when a promise turns into a delusion? The ceiling fan spins a shadow across my unmade bed. I count 6 unsold tickets for Friday night session, while cold takeout grease settles heavy in my head. My thumb keeps scrolling past people who made it early, wondering if my voice was ever meant to carry far. I left my jacket on the studio floor. My screen keeps buzzing with the high school text. I trace the outline of a hallway door, not really knowing what comes next. We traded restful nights to chase a fading tone, drafting holy verses in a quiet rental zone. A silver subway train slips past the empty frame, leaving 20 unfinished demos that bear my name. I pull my collar tight against the autumn chill, chasing every phantom promise up the steep hill. My brother called to ask if I need a real job. I told him my 3rd single just hit 5,000 streams. He stayed silent for 3 seconds on the digital line, a silence louder than my biggest dreams. The street light flickers off as the power grid shifts. I balance my bank account on a crumpled receipt. I left my jacket on the studio floor. My screen keeps buzzing with a high school text. I trace the outline of a hallway door, not really knowing what comes next. We traded restful nights to chase a fading tone, drafting holy verses in a quiet rental zone. A silver subway train slips past the empty frame, leaving 20 unfinished demos that bear my name. I pull my collar tight against the autumn chill, chasing every phantom promise up the steep hill. change my accent to tone down the lower end? Will the algorithm finally treat me like a friend? Is youth just a temporary credit line we spend, or a slow train ride where every stop is pretend? The meter blinks red on the corner. Post 16 bars left before the battery dies. I hum a line nobody else will ever hear, watching the city slowly open its eyes. Where did that third blue porcelain mug even come from? I trace the glaze while the refrigerator hums in major D. Your wool sweater on the back of the chair looks like a sleeping cat. I think about the train schedule, then decide I don't care at all. The ceiling fan spins slow enough to count every single blade. A soft bass line from the downstairs neighbor washes through the floor. My toes touch the cold oak wood, then warm up in a patch of light. Everything is floating at a tempo that feels completely right. I didn't set a timer, but my mind is totally clear today. We left the terrace door unlocked to let the yesterday drift away. Steam rises off the counter where the fresh cinnamon rolls sit waiting. We traded all our heavy arguments for a calm, slow motion breathing. The clock on the microwave ticks past 9 without a sound of pressure. I slip into your oversized denim jacket like a customized treasure. A whole day opens wide before us with nothing we need to prove. Did somebody turn the gravity down in this hallway overnight? My phone screen stays dark face down beside a jar of almond butter. You are still asleep with one ankle sticking up beneath the quilt. I start moving without realizing it, rhythm settling in my shoulders. The citrus skin curls on the cutting board into a clean, tight spiral. Everything feels light enough to carry across the kitchen in one hand. My toes touch the cold oak wood, then warm up in a patch of light. Everything is floating at a tempo that feels completely right. I didn't set a timer, but my mind is totally clear today. We left the terrace door unlocked to let the yesterday drift away. Steam rises off the counter where the fresh cinnamon rolls sit waiting. We traded all our heavy arguments for a calm, slow motion breathing. The clock on the microwave ticks past 9 without a sound of pressure. I slip into your oversized denim jacket like a customized treasure. A whole day opens wide before us with nothing we need to prove. You stir in the bedroom and ask if the coffee is already brewed. I laugh into my collar because I was just standing here staring at the wall. No missed calls, no panic messages, just the quiet hum of our room. We have 12 full hours of clear weather and nowhere to be at all. Steam rises off the counter where the fresh cinnamon rolls sit waiting. We traded all our heavy arguments for a calm, slow motion breathing. The clock on the microwave ticks past 9 without a sound of pressure. I slip into your oversized denim jacket like a customized treasure. A whole day opens wide before us with nothing we need to prove. Your bare feet squeak on the polished floorboards behind my back. You wrap both arms around my waist while the espresso machine drips slow. Just a random question hanging in the quiet middle of the place, and the whole city stays outside our window while we let it go. You told me yesterday I overthink the steam rising off my tea. You said the world won't break if I let 7 whole minutes pass quietly. Now the green light on the filter turns from amber to steady blue. A stray tabby cat on the fire escape looks in at my left shoe. The radiator hums a low soft note instead of its usual clatter. The mail slot clicks open without a single piece that could really matter. My phone stays silent on the linen sheet. The breeze carries bakers right down the street. I count 3 quiet things that feel completely right. The shadow on the baseboard turned to clear white light. The ceramic mug holds a sudden ring of warmth against my palm. Outside the streetcar glides through 8 o'clock and steady calm. I trace a circle in the condensation left along the frame. Every tiny detail seems to speak your gentle name. A clean glass pitcher catches light beside the wooden tray. This easy silver morning settles gently into place today. You said last night my kitchen always smells like crushed dry thyme. I notice how the shadow of the ficus branch fits the floor tile line. 2 ceramic bowls sit clean and stacked inside the dish drain grid. A small jar of clover honey rests without its stubborn lid. The floorboards don't even squeak under my bare right heel. I never knew how light a simple start could feel. My phone stays silent on the linen sheet. The breeze carries bakers right down the street. I count 3 quiet things that feel completely right. The shadow on the baseboard turned to clear white light. The ceramic mug holds a sudden ring of warmth against my palm. Outside the streetcar glides through 8 o'clock and steady calm. I trace a circle in the condensation left along the frame. Every tiny detail seems to speak your gentle name. A clean glass pitcher catches light beside the wooden tray. This easy silver morning settles gently into place today. A folded newspaper lies unclaimed out by the neighbor's door. A tiny speck of yellow sunlight dances across the oak floor. I pull my cardigan on without rushing for the bus or train, knowing what you said yesterday washed away the winter rain. The ceramic mug holds a sudden ring of warmth against my palm. Outside the streetcar glides through 8 o'clock and steady calm. I trace a circle in the condensation left along the frame. Every tiny detail seems to speak your gentle name. A clean glass pitcher catches light beside the wooden tray. This easy silver morning settles gently into place today. The apartment door stays unlocked while I step out into the hall. You were right inside this little space.